In a small town, there lived a boy named Rohan. He was intelligent, hardworking, and full of big dreams. But he had one habit that often got him into trouble. He talked too much. Whenever he learned something new or set a goal, he couldn't keep it to himself. He would announce his plans to everyone, whether about his studies, ambitions, or personal goals. Rohan believed that sharing his dreams would motivate him. He enjoyed the admiration, attention, and praise from others. His friends admired his ideas. His family felt proud of his ambition, and his teachers encouraged him. But despite all his big talk, Rohan struggled to achieve success. One day, while visiting the town's temple, he met a wise old man named Guruji. Guruji had often seen Rohan talking about his future. That day, he called Rohan over and asked, "Son, you always speak about your dreams, but have you achieved them yet?" Rohan hesitated. He had set many goals but accomplished very little. He replied, "Guruji, I try my best, but things don't go as planned." Guruji smiled and said, "Let me tell you a story that will help you understand why." The story of the silent farmer. Long ago, in a small village, there was a poor but hardworking farmer named Dev. He had a dream, to own a vast farm filled with crops. Every day, he worked tirelessly, saving every penny. But Dev had one rule. He never spoke about his plans to anyone. The villagers often asked, "Dev, why are you working so hard? What are you planning?" But he would simply smile and say, "You'll see when the time is right." Years passed. Slowly, Dev bought small pieces of land. He planted crops, expanded his farm, and built a beautiful house. The villagers were shocked. How did he achieve so much without ever boasting about it? One day, an old friend visited Dev and asked, "Why didn't you ever tell anyone about your plans?" Dev smiled and said, "When you talk too much about your dreams, two things happen. First, people discourage you. Not everyone will be happy for your success. Second, talking wastes energy that should be spent working. Words are like arrows. Once shot, they cannot return. I chose to let my success speak for itself." A lesson for Rohan. Hearing this, Rohan was deep in thought. Guruji continued, "Son, when you talk too much about your goals, two things happen. First, some people will discourage you. Not everyone wants to see you succeed. Second, the excitement you feel about your goal fades. When you talk, your mind believes you have already achieved something, and you lose the motivation to work for it. Now, Rohan understood why his plans never worked. He had been wasting too much energy talking instead of acting. He asked, "Guruji, can I still change?" Guruji smiled and said, "Of course. From today, speak less and act more. Let your success make the noise, not your words. Remember, silence is powerful." Rohan's transformation. From that day, Rohan changed his ways. He stopped discussing his plans with everyone. Instead, he focused on taking action. He studied harder, worked towards his dreams in silence, and avoided unnecessary conversations. As months passed, Rohan noticed a difference. He was achieving more, his confidence grew, and he no longer needed external validation. When his final exam results were announced, Rohan had topped the school. Everyone was surprised by his transformation. His friends asked, "How did you do it?" Rohan just smiled and remembered Guruji's words, "Be silent and get everything." Success through action, not words. Years later, Rohan became a successful entrepreneur, inspiring many with his journey. He proved that real success comes not from talking, but from doing. Sometimes silence is the most powerful tool. Speak less, work more, and let your success do the talking.